Welcome to Mile High Reefers. I'm Scott Anderson, and this video is going to be a bit of a hodgepodge update. I'm currently at Aqua Medic Live, and it's Saturday, and we just finished up with the Pokemon Chikorita event. Ian and I, we've been outside riding the go-kart out front of Aqua Medic. We got a nice big parking lot to play in, so it's great to do on Saturday. But for this video, we're going to go ahead and buy some more coral to put in the 210 tank. I redid it a little yesterday. I've been doing some video work for another company, so we're going to talk about where you can find those videos so you can see some of the other stuff I'm doing. And then I've also not really updated you guys on the MACNA stuff I did. So I might put a little MACNA montage on the end. But really, my main MACNA video is going to live on another channel. So I think today I really want to expand my hammer portfolio. So I'm going to grab one of these yellow hammers and then probably some of these green centers and regular green Aussie hammers. Now these hammers are really cool. They look like torches. I'm loving these guys. And then also I think I want this Christmas Favia. I have a perfect place for him. The reason I'm taking him though is he got damaged by the coral sitting next to him. So I'm going to take him back home and we'll heal him up and he's going to look awesome in my tank. So I just put the corals in a dip. So while we're waiting, let's take a minute and let's talk about the other video work I'm doing. I'm actually filming a lot of the video for a company called PGSaquatics. It's a wholesale aquarium goods company, and I've started filming a lot of their YouTube videos for them. So if you saw me at MACNA, you probably saw that I was hanging out at the PGSaquatics booth a lot, and that's what I was doing there. I was filming a lot of their stuff for them. Now I've done a couple of videos for them so far, and the goal is to get one a week out or so. So if you want to see the video work that I do for PGSaquatics, it'll be linked down below. If you don't know who PGSaquatics is, the PGS stands for Pecan Grove Solutions. Pecan Grove Solutions is a company that's been doing large system builds and maintenance for commercial companies for many years. Well, now they have a wholesale website, they have a wholesale side of their business, they're trying to use YouTube to help in their marketing, and that's the kind of video work that I am helping them with. So if you want to see the work I'm doing with PGSaquatics, it's linked down below. I'm really happy with the way it's going, so like them and show them some love. A year or so ago, this tank was packed. There wasn't really room for anything else. So over the last year, I've slowly pulled stuff out of the lower half of this tank, and I haven't really added too much back to it. So it's become a little bit bare. So over the last month or so, I've been trying to find the right pieces to fill in those holes. I'm looking for brighter, I'm looking for rarer, not necessarily more expensive. You'll find I'm really a bread and butter kind of guy. Most of the coral I have in this tank are pieces that retail for less than $100, or at least that's what I paid for them. I think other than that gold hammer, nothing in this tank cost me more than $100. This left side of the tank is where I've been focusing most of my attention lately. Most of this Euphyllia garden is the same, but remember I used to have a large piece of Sinularia. Well, now I have the green tip Sinularia. I love that piece. If you want green Sinularia, what you want are the ones with the green polyps. These stay green, they're not gonna turn back. The stalks might turn back, but the polyps themselves will not. Above that, I added my lovely Platygyra that I've had for many years, and above that is my branching brain coral. Now, the new addition is the green Christmas Favia that I stuck in between them. The idea was something that wouldn't grow too fast, but would add a lot of color to an otherwise purple spot, and I think I accomplished that really well. Next to everything is the new yellow hammer. That yellow hammer is gonna be nice and bright and open, and it's in a place where I don't think it's gonna do any damage. The Posolopora above it, I don't really care about, and if I need to pull it, I will. And of course, next to it's my big green wall hammer, and I just put him back in there the other night. So he's still not really open. He might take a while to get used to the flow and everything in this position, but this is a really nice coral that I've had for quite a long time. And then below it is my branching Cephastria. It's a low light stuff. I need a low light coral, I need low light coral to put in there. So I put my branching Cephastra. As we go this way, I'm gonna need more low light coral, but nothing as rare and valuable as branching Cephastra. Now, that piece of coral, while I say rare and valuable, retail was 45 bucks. I was really happy with it. On the right side of the tank is my other Euphyllia garden with a bit of a hole in the center. The problem is that hole is too dark to grow Euphyllia. So I gotta think of something cool to put in there. Maybe a big Leptocerus next time I get a big colony of that in there. Or maybe some of those big orange Yumas or something cool. And as you can see on this side, that's where I put those 2 new hammers. The problem with those guys is they live in a very tough neighborhood. We've got green pallies above them, which could overgrow, and I have a massive bubble coral down below. So I put some less expensive coral there that will hopefully be fine. Now, this is a really tough area to fill just because it's a tough neighborhood and it's around some pretty nasty corals. So up top, I'm starting to have a problem. Some of my favorite corals are getting smothered out. The Atlantis pink tip and the Spongoda. These 2 corals are really cool, but they're getting purple and red Montes to cover them up. So I gotta come up with a plan how I'm gonna handle that. There's gonna have to be some major fragging that happens, but I haven't decided what we're gonna do to handle this yet. All right, so I've just put all the corals in the tank. They're not open yet, and I gotta kind of see how they all fill in. It's really gonna be a slow process filling in all the holes that I have. Really, the top section's packed. There's no place for anything new. So I'm looking for low light to medium light stuff that can fill these holes, and probably nothing too expensive because the holes that are left are between some pretty nasty corals, stuff that can do major damage. So in the comments below, tell me what corals you'd like to see in this tank. Now, the MACNA video, I decided I'm gonna make its own standalone video. This video is already taken long enough, but if you can't wait for the MACNA video, go to this description down below and check out the MACNA video I did for PGSaquatics. The MACNA video I'm gonna do for me is gonna be kind of vloggy, and it's gonna have a lot of music, and I haven't done it yet, but I think it's gonna be really cool. So watch for that to come out. So thank you for watching this episode of Mile High Reefers. Like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you on the next one.